From infrastructure and power reforms to food security, emergency management, urban development, and social empowerment, the Lagos state government continues to roll out initiatives aimed at improving the quality of life for residents. As the state pursues its vision of becoming a smarter, more resilient, and globally competitive mega city, strategic policies and stakeholder collaborations are driving progress across critical sectors. This edition of Smart Lagos highlights some of the key developments shaping the state's growth and transformation. I am Oluwabukola Akonde. Welcome to the program.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city.
Power remains a key driver of economic growth and development. Lagos is now pursuing ambitious reforms aimed at improving electricity supply and creating a more reliable energy future. Now let's see it.
The agreements cover new and renewed partnerships with private operators, including Fenchurch Power, Mainland Power, and Viatan Engineering, all aimed at improving electricity supply to key government facilities and surrounding communities.
And there are a lot of things that Lagos State does that it keeps setting the mark.
Nobody has a monopoly of service, so we appreciate the people that give us the opportunity to serve. I want to appreciate Mr. Governor for this opportunity to partner with the state government in providing sustainable energy to Lagos State.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the contracts reflect a shift to a more efficient and market-driven power sector with plans to scale generation from under 60 megawatts to about 400 megawatts in the coming years.
Let's keep to whatever promises we've made on both sides. I will tell you that sometimes government are the very difficult one to keep to their own side, but we understand the sanctity of contract. We understand the commitment that comes with it. We understand the professionalism that needs to come with when we say we'll do what we'll do. But we also do not want our partners to take us for granted.
The Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, Biodun Ogunleye, says the agreements have been restructured to cut costs, improve reliability, and ensure critical facilities have dual power sources.
This project exemplifies Lagos' proactive approach to decentralized power delivery, bringing energy closer to demand and safeguarding critical services.
Under the arrangement, Mainland Power will continue serving Ikeja and surrounding areas. The Akute plant will power major waterworks, while Viatan projects will supply government house and key health institutions on Lagos Island.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city.
New agriculture reports. Food security is becoming increasingly important in a rapidly growing city like Lagos. The state is investing in agriculture and food systems to boost production and improve access to affordable food.
Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusoya, says Lagos State is moving beyond isolated agricultural interventions to a coordinated food systems economy focused on production, storage, transportation, processing, and distribution. Central to the initiative is the Lagos Central Food Systems and Logistics Hub, located in Ketu Ereyo Ekpe, which the government says will become the largest food logistics hub in sub-Saharan Africa when inaugurated later this year.
This initiative also supports price stability. When food supply is predictable, logistics are efficient, post-harvest losses are reduced, and middle-level market infrastructure is strengthened, thereby making prices less volatile.
The commissioner announced the activation of a 500 billion naira offtake guarantee fund under the Produce for Lagos initiative to support farmers, aggregators, logistics operators, and investors through a structured market system for agricultural produce.
This intervention has significantly reduced production costs for farmers, whilst increasing crop yields, livestock production, and overall agricultural output, thereby helping sustain farming in the state.
She also disclosed that the Mota rice mill produced over 500,000 bags of eco rice within the year under review, while hundreds of hectares of rice fields have also been cultivated to boost local paddy production.
It has the capacity to produce 2.4 million 50 kilo bags of rice annually, creating 1,500 direct jobs and over 250,000 indirect jobs. In 2025, we continue to optimize operations and deepen partnerships with smallholder rice farmers across the country to maximize utilization of this landmark asset.
Abisola Olusoya added that thousands of youths, farmers, and agribusiness operators have benefited from programs including the Lagos Agripreneurship Program, Lagos Agri Scholars Program, and the Lagos Agri-Innovation Club, aimed at strengthening food security, creating jobs, and positioning Lagos as Africa's leading food systems hub.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city.
Reeling out the state government's achievements in road infrastructure over the past 7 years, the special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, Olufemi Daramola, said 12 newly completed road projects are set for inauguration, while work continues on 181 ongoing road and bridge projects across the state. He said 130 roads covering 113 kilometers were completed within the last year, including Okwebi Mende Link Bridge, Babajide Sanwo-Olu Road in Agege, and Abaranje Road in Alimosho. Daramola added that the Lagos State Public Works Corporation carried out interventions on 157 roads within the past year, while the Lagos State Infrastructure Maintenance and Regulatory Agency recorded a 300% increase in revenue.
Sustaining a modern transportation and infrastructure network within a rapidly expanding megacity, therefore, requires continuous adaptation, strategic planning, and strong institutional collaboration. In response, the state government continues to advance resident and future-ready infrastructure projects aimed at improving mobility, strengthening connectivity, and supporting sustainable urban development across the state. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Lagos State Government, under the leadership of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, and the Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, remains steadfast in its commitment to delivering infrastructure that improves mobility, supports economic growth, and enhances the quality of life of Lagosians. The Office of Infrastructure and its agencies remain committed to sustaining this momentum through innovation, strategic planning, institutional collaboration, and responsible infrastructure stewardship in alignment with the Themes Plus agenda and the Lagos State Development Plan 2052.
Also speaking, the special advisor on works, Adekunle Olayinka, said the state has added more than 19,500 square meters of office space for public servants through projects including the Bola Tinubu Administrative Complex and Revenue House at the State Secretariat, Alausa. He noted that major projects such as the Mercy Children's Hospital, Ojo General Hospital, and the Psychiatric Hospital in Ketu, Ejinri are at various stages of completion.
In line with the policy of the state government to provide adequate and timely delivery of justice to the citizenry and to deepen the operational efficiency of security apparatus and agencies that enforce law and order, the state has been providing infrastructure support for the Nigerian Police Force by constructing the Police Model Area Command, the renovation works at Lagos State Code of Conduct Bureau and Magistrate Courts, as well as the construction of citizen mediation centers. The Office of Works has supervised the recently commissioned warehouse for the Lagos State Judiciary Sheriff Department at Majidun, Ikorodu. The purpose of this project is to enable the Sheriff Department to keep confiscated materials, properties, items, or other valuable exhibits or asset found at a debtor's place of business or home pending when the case is adjudicated.
The state government says the investments are aimed at improving public service delivery, enhancing connectivity, and supporting sustainable development across Lagos.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city.
CBD Consumer Protection Report, creating a cleaner, safer, and more organized business environment is also part of the Smart Lagos vision. Authorities are stepping up efforts to restore order across major commercial districts. Let's see it.
Special advisor to the governor on Central Business Districts, Bola Olumegbo Lawal, says ongoing enforcement operations are aimed at creating safer and more business-friendly environments across Lagos's major commercial hubs. She explained that the agency currently oversees Lagos Island, Ikoyi, Victoria Island, and Ikeja, with special attention given to Apapa because of its strategic importance to the state economy. The special advisor also revealed plans to transform the district into a 24-hour multi-purpose commercial environment through improved security systems, better infrastructure planning, and stronger stakeholder collaboration.
The Office of Special Advisor to Mr. Governor and Central Business Districts has continued to consolidate the gains within Lagos Business District. These are visible in improved traffic and waste management, infrastructural renewal and redevelopment, beautification and reconstruction of road setback, improved sanitation across corridors, and reduction stroke abatement of street trading activities.
Meanwhile, the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency has advised residents to report cases of unfair business practices to appropriate regulatory agencies instead of the police. Also speaking at the ministerial briefing, the General Manager of Lascopa, Afolabi Shulebo, urged consumers to report issues such as fake or expired products, deceptive advertising, hidden charges, and refusal to honor warranties through proper consumer protection channels. The agency reaffirmed the state government's commitment to protecting consumers against exploitation and other unethical business practices.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city.
Now to Integrated Emergency Management Report. Responding effectively to emergencies requires strong coordination and collaboration. Stakeholders are coming together to strengthen disaster management and emergency response across the state.
Stakeholders from across Lagos State's emergency management ecosystem converged on Ikeja for a strategic engagement aimed at improving coordinated response to emergencies and disasters. The program, organized by the Lagos State Command and Control Center, was themed One Response, One Platform, Advancing Integrated Emergency Management in Lagos State.
It's an avenue for us to come together to kind of look at what we've done in the past, what are we doing present, and then what is the hope for us in the future.
Declaring the meeting open, Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Gbenga Oyerinde, said the engagement would strengthen multi-agency coordination and technology-driven emergency response management in the state.
And you must measure all your activities in line with what will the governor do? What will the citizens of Lagos State say about this service that I'm rendering?
Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Social Development, Tony Oke Osaintolu, stressed the need for synergy among agencies to avoid overlapping duties, noting that emergency response management requires teamwork for greater efficiency.
What we're basically doing here is to define the roles and responsibilities of each of the stakeholders present so that management will be more impactful.
And the idea basically is to ensure that irrespective of the time, irrespective of the day, anybody that calls the toll-free line is able to access critical services such as emergency response and psychosocial support.
In Lagos now, we have a solution called EcoHelp that is going to be in Play Stores and App Stores, and they have on the back end at the control center where they have the LEM software that has and uses AI intelligence metrics.
Participants also underwent technical training aimed at harmonizing response protocols and improving emergency coordination through technology-driven solutions.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city.
The Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation says its commitment to social inclusion and poverty reduction has continued to drive programs that improve the lives of vulnerable residents across the state. Presenting the ministry's scorecard at the 2026 ministerial media briefing, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Bolaji Cecilia Dada, said the ministry recorded significant progress in vocational training, economic empowerment, family support services, and the response to gender-based violence over the past year. She explained that the initiatives were deliberately designed to reach residents at the grassroots, ensuring that vulnerable groups receive the support needed to improve their quality of life and achieve economic stability.
There's a popular saying that the true strength of a society is reflected in how it treats its women, children, the elderly, and the vulnerable. In Lagos State, this philosophy continues to guide the vision and actions of the administration of the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, whose unwavering focus on inclusive governance and human capital development has continued to transform lives and restore hope across communities. Today's gathering is therefore not just a presentation of achievements, but a reflection of a government that remains committed to ensuring that growth and development are felt by every resident of our state.
Cecilia Dada also highlighted the importance of partnership with development agencies, civil society organizations, community leaders, and faith-based groups in expanding the ministry's impact across the state.
And we try to make it all inclusive. We invite wives of traditional rulers, we invite community leaders, wives of religious leaders, leaders in the communities. We try to involve the youths as well and people living with disability. WAPA Connect. WAPA Connect is a program that is geared towards connecting the elites, the professionals, and NGOs to government activities. This enhances networking among the different sectors of the women forum. The forum seeks to discuss burning issues by different great women in our society, such as women in leadership roles, their challenges, and the opportunities open to them in government.
The commissioner said the ministerial briefing provided an opportunity to account for the policies, reforms, and achievements recorded by the ministry in line with the state's developmental agenda.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city.
To Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu report, beyond infrastructure and public services, building strong community remains essential to sustainable development. The wife of the Lagos State Governor is encouraging young women to embrace values that inspire leadership and positive change.
The annual Muslim Sisters Conference, organized by the Office of the Wife of the Lagos State Governor, drew Muslim women from various religious associations, non-governmental organizations, academic institutions, and community groups across the state. The seminar themed Concept of Success in Life and Thereafter, Islamic Perspective, featured lectures, panel discussions, and awareness sessions focusing on faith, leadership, health, security consciousness, and moral development.
He taught us about success, that is not only men that should be successful. He gave us Quran recitations that pointed out that women can also be successful in their careers.
This is a good forum to enlighten people and cancel out some of those misconceptions and let society know that there are women who have dreams and desires.
Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, stressed the importance of empowering women through knowledge sharing and community engagement. She noted that sustained collaboration and enlightenment programs remain essential in building responsible families and peaceful communities, while encouraging women to continue supporting one another for collective growth and development.
God first, every time. Sit with any discomfort and face the challenge. Trace the lesson. There's lessons to be learned when we are going through challenges. Then seek wise counsel and then plan again and with prayer again to move forward.
Reminds us that true success extends beyond worldly achievement to include righteousness, compassion, integrity, obedience to Allah.
Islamic scholars and women leaders also highlighted the need for continuous mentorship and guidance for young women in the face of growing social challenges and negative influences.
One needs to realize the essence of our existence. So we should have values in ourselves and know the focus of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expects from her.
If anyone is telling you that as a Muslim, you cannot aim, you cannot aspire to be more, go back to the Quran and see what Allah has said. That He said you should take your share of the world.
We must ensure that our roles as mothers, as wives, are not misplaced. And whatever the teachings that we have from the Holy Quran, from the Hadith, from our prophets, and all the messengers of Allah should be our watchword.
Beyond its spiritual focus, the seminar also provided practical knowledge on health and personal safety, with participants encouraged to remain informed, disciplined, and united.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city.
And that's our package on Smart Lagos this week, as Lagos continues its journey towards becoming a smarter, safer, and more prosperous mega city. The impact of these policies and programs will remain central to the lives of millions of residents. Thank you for watching Smart Lagos. I am Oluwabukola Akonde.